President Trump publicly lauding efforts from U.S. immigration officials like these deportation flights from the U.S. to Venezuela. The first the South American country has received in years, but sources tell NewsNation that privately, the president says he is frustrated at the recent slide in ICE arrest numbers. Let's get out to border correspondent Allie Bradley, who joins us live from Del Rio, Texas. Allie, we know the administration's goal is about 1,200 to 1,500 arrests every single day, but how many are actually happening?
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, it seems that those numbers are slowing down a little bit and falling short there because we're only averaging around 611 arrests through ICE right now. And the president may have said publicly that he wasn't frustrated, but behind closed doors, he expressed that he wants more arrests. And he actually told sources that are familiar here that the numbers are, quote, too effing low. So when it comes to these numbers, something that we're tracking here, Border Czar Tom Homan saying that he is pushing for higher numbers while still prioritizing public safety threats and national security threats. But here's the thing. Homan isn't happy with the numbers either. In fact, he wants to see them triple. Take a listen to what he told our Kelly Meyer this morning.
Mr. Homan, is the president happy with the number of arrests?
I'm not. The arrests, if you look at the arrests in the interior enforcement, about 3 times higher than it was a year ago today. 3 times higher is good, but I'm not satisfied. There's more criminal aliens that need to be arrested, hundreds of thousands. Sanctuary cities are putting roadblocks up. We got leaks. So we need to increase the arrests of illegal aliens, especially those with criminal convictions. So we're going to continue. So 3 times higher is good. The numbers are good. For me, not good enough. We got to get more.
So you heard him there. He's not satisfied. Homan, meantime, says that they need congressional funding to be successful in these efforts. They need bed space. Right now, they're utilizing government resources like Fort Bliss. We know Guantanamo Bay is receiving some flights, but they're also leaning on states like Georgia. We were able to confirm that the prison in Atlanta is actually being used to house illegal immigrants marked for deportation as well. Now, in order to actually help cover more ground here, because not just bed space that is an issue, we've seen all these different agencies jump in to help, and you can count on the IRS as well here, Nichole, because the Department of Homeland Security actually is seeking to deputize some of its IRS agents, namely the ones that have an investigative background, so can actually help out with some of these ICE arrests and jump in. So that is one effort that they're making to kind of get to that 1,200 to 1,500 number that you heard them talking about there.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about those IRS agents in just a bit. But first, Allie, so we know about manpower, we know about bed space. What else is potentially holding up ICE when it comes to carrying out the president's promise?
Yeah, so a really big issue that we've seen now, because we've seen several operations set up by the Department of Homeland Security, by ICE to go in on these targeted operations, but unfortunately, they're being leaked. And when these operations are leaked, they're ending up being delayed. They have to switch things up because Tom Homan says the bad guys know that they're coming. So last night, the Border Czar actually said they're investigating the leaks in both Colorado and now Los Angeles. Homan says that they believe they've identified who is behind each one of these leaks, and they're going to be seeking prosecution. So Homan says that they believe one tracks back to the FBI. They say the Attorney General is investigating this one right now. They want this person fired without pension. So that is what we expect to see out of the Trump administration in the coming days. But Homan said, though, he said this is not a game. This is putting the officers' lives at risk. And also it gives the bad guys a heads up, right? They went into Colorado looking to arrest 100 Tren de Aragua gang members. I think they ended up with 1, Nichole, because that operation was leaked. Those guys were able to scatter like cockroaches. So that is what they're up against right now. And they're going after the people that are responsible for these leaks. Homan says, hey, you might know we're coming, but we're not going to slow down. So we'll see what happens next, Nichole.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.